Hello there, my name is Victoria Leo, and I have something very important to talk to you about today, and that is happiness. Raise your hand if you want to be happy. That is the universal human desire. We all want to be happy. It even said one of the goals of life is the pursuit of happiness in the U.S. Declaration of Independence 250 years ago. So, um, there isn't anything more important to talk about, really, than how do we be happy. And all of my videos and blogs and Facebook posts and newsletters, they're all about one aspect or another of being happy. How do you be happy? Well, if you've got a problem, if you've got a barrier, you've got physical illness, or you've got some mental thought processes that are holding you back, and you may not even be aware of where they're coming from. You just know that you're not, you're trying to run a business and you're not, you know, hard charging for 6-8 hours a day. You have things that are inexplicably happening over the course of the day. Things are holding you back. Okay, so if there's something that's holding you back, either physical health or these other mental blocks, then the way to be happy is to get rid of those blockages. So I have a whole bunch of programs based on science, based on intuition, based on everything that that is available to humanity today, that will, as quickly and efficiently as possible, get you to a place where you don't have these physical illnesses or barriers holding you back. You can very literally have your life given back to you through this work. So, assuming that you're not perceiving any problems, then the road to happiness is not to take away a problem. The road to happiness is to get more of something. And if you ask people, what do you need to be happy? It's especially if it's Americans, because the answer is money. I need more money. I need a better job. I need a new car. I need a better house, blah, 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 blah. I need to get into a better school district. Whatever the issue is, it generally, the short version is, I need more money. There's a wonderful new book called The Nordic Theory of Everything, in which the authors point out to readers who happen to be European or Asian, who perceive Americans as money grubbing, constantly thinking about money, right? Point out to people in Europe and in some of the Asian countries that these readers who want to criticize this focus on money, that Americans have practically no safety net. Lots of people, if they develop a serious illness, even if they have health insurance, it's medical bankruptcy time. People in most European countries don't go bankrupt just because somebody gets cancer, okay, or has a heart attack. Okay. In Americans, we don't have health care, we don't have child care, we don't have a safety net. Okay, so there's a lot of reasons for this insecurity. Americans aren't insecure because of psychological reasons. They're insecure because their world is insecure. So for a lot of people around the world, but especially in the USA, if you ask them, what do you need to be happy, they say more money. This isn't complicated. So what I want to talk about today is tackling part of this, because one of the things that we want more money for, and sometimes it manifests as a separate line item, is I want to achieve my bucket list, right? And for most people, again, in the US, understand what this phrase means. Let me explain. There was a movie some years ago called The Bucket List. And these two men who had incurable whatever, I can't remember what the problems were, but anyway, two incurable problems. They made a list. Before they kick the bucket, they wanted to achieve the things on this list. Okay, so it's the things that you want to do before you die so that you can feel happy, feel like you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. You had all the fun that you really wanted to have in this life, and you can feel okay about your demise. And I realize, that this is a terribly unspiritual way to look at things. Well, yeah, I'm with you. I am totally with you. And my life, my business is about helping people to get past the as Isaac Asimov, after he had authored 100 books and was like a major um, a major giant in his field, all of his various fields. He had his first heart attack, and he said, "I can't die. I haven't accomplished anything. I feel like a total schmuck." When I don't think anybody read that was like, Isaac, please, I beg of you, get a grip. But there's this whole bucket list concept, and I want to talk about the reason this little talk is the road to happiness lies through your bucket list, but not the way you think it does. For most of us, we believe that as we work our way down our bucket list, if we could just achieve our bucket list, we would be happy. Okay? So, for those of you who believe that, come with me on a little journey, right? Because I'm going to suggest that the real road to happiness is to have a very short but very special bucket list. Okay? If you've got 20, 30 more items on this list, if you have more than 5, I want to invite you to contact me for an absolutely free Getting Unstuck session. We're not talking sales pitch, a free session for about 30 minutes. I want to take you on a journey to talk to your deep soul, the part of you that knows what really matters to you. Because here's my suggestion. If you have a very short bucket list of things that really, really matter to you, and we're not talking about flying to the moon or Mars, okay, something that's genuinely achievable, right? Passionately love it, and it's genuinely achievable. If you've got a shorter bucket list, then you have an opportunity to focus and actually allocate whatever money you've got to achieving the small number of things that really matter. If you've got 30 things on your list, then no matter what you accomplish, you're always going to be looking at the other 20 things that you didn't achieve and feel that you didn't like, as Isaac Dr. Asimov, after authoring 100 books, I haven't accomplished enough in my life. I can't die yet. Okay. Human beings, we are amazing. Anyway, so, right, if you have 3, 4, 5 items, and whatever your income level, you can scrape and scrimp and save and achieve them. If you've got 20 things, right, happiness comes from wanting what you have. And I'm not saying stay in a horrible marriage. I'm not saying stay in a horrible job, stay in a horrible part of the country. Don't ever see the Taj Mahal. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is consider a short list that really matters and achieve them. In another talk, we'll discuss the whole, not wanting to die until you've done everything, till you've seen everything there is to see on planet Earth. That's a whole nother issue. Do not think about that. Forget about it. Okay. Just focus on a shorter bucket list. Now, let me tell you what 20 years ago was on, 30 years ago, was on my bucket list. I always wanted to see a total eclipse of the sun. I achieved that. It was incredible. Today, I can close my eyes and I'm there, and it was amazing. In 2016, in August, in the US, if you can beg, borrow, or finagle vacation time in August, come out west, which is where the best weather is going to be, and see a total eclipse of the sun. My suggestion. Okay. But you decide what matters to you. Another item on my list was I always wanted to see Yellowstone. Yellowstone National Park is incredible. The wildlife, the geology, the spouting geysers and bubbling hot pots, and oh yeah, it's incredible. And I've seen it. I've seen it twice, winter and summer. Oh, actually 3 times, fall also. And I want to go again. It's amazing. But that was on my bucket. I checked that one off. And actually it didn't cost all that much. Of course, that's because I don't, I only live 3 states away. So, I have compassion for people who are on other continents. But Yellowstone, incredible. I also always wanted to see the aurora borealis, and I don't mean a little fuzz on the horizon. I mean the sky ablaze. And I did 2 years ago in February. Night after night, I was so grateful. Night after, the sky was alive, the energy coming right at me and moving. The native people believed that these were living spirits, and I don't understand how anybody could look at that and not come to that conclusion. And prior to the development of studies of physics and so forth. Okay, it is so clear that this energy is just, it's amazing, visually stunning. You're also freezing to death, but it's a glorious way to die. So I always wanted to see that amazing bit of nature, and I did. I've seen Niagara Falls. Okay, it's not Victoria Falls, it's not Iguazu, it's easy and accessible, and it was mind-boggling, the power of water. The Grand Canyon, the power of water over millions of years, that don't give up message. And Niagara Falls gave me a very graphic and powerful vision of what an insubstantial drop of water, when there's innumerable of them all moving in the same direction. Think about what humanity can accomplish if we were all pointed in the same direction, like those drops of water. That was amazing. And the last thing that was on my bucket list was I wanted to walk where the founder of my faith tradition walked. And again, 2 years ago, I achieved that dream. And I've done my bucket list. I've done the things that were really, really important. And from here on, all the places that I go and the things that I see and the achievements and the goals. Oh, and I always wanted to publish a book. And I've authored 14 of them over the course of my lifetime since 1984. My newest one, the second edition of Journey Out of Sad, which is about seasonal depression, mostly winter depression, is hitting the bookstores in the end of September, and it's available in Amazon and as an ebook and as a print book on Amazon now, today. Woohoo! So so pub date is technically September, but it's available now. So today, actually. So here's my message. Short and sweet. I want you to consider a shorter bucket list so that you can have the gift of joy and happiness that I've given myself by achieving the things that were really important to me. Doesn't mean I don't want to go anywhere or do anything now, but it means that I don't have that emotional urgency. I have a friend and colleague in Japan. Someday I'm going to, soon, I hope, sooner rather than later. I intend to visit her and visit glorious Japan. I would like to visit Iceland. And there are other places that would be fun. But I defined what was really, really important to me, and I focused my time, my attention, my vacation, and my financial resources on that short list. Know what's really, really important and focus, prioritize them. And that's my gift of happiness to everyone today. I'm Victoria C. Leo, www.soaringdragon.biz, soaringdragon.biz. I have a Facebook group, Healing Minds, Healing Bodies. There's also a Soaring Dragon page. And I have a blog that's called Soaring Dragon in Japan.blogspot.com. So, and remember that free Getting Unstuck session is yours, whatever you're stuck on. And it is absolutely free, and it is not a sales pitch. Okay? Just contact me, and it's yours. Victoria.leo.reiki, R-E-I-K-I, @gmail.com is the easiest, fastest, bypassing the website. And I'm looking forward to being of service to you.